So you just have the butternut squash on a rimmed baking sheet and put it into a 400-degree oven, preheated, and that's it. Let's see. Yeah, it's totally ready. Even the tongs go in really easily. You want it to be really tender, that way you don't get like big chunks when you eventually puree it. Now you should let it cool for just a little bit. So I'm just gonna cut this open. We'll take out that stringy flesh where the seeds usually are. So you just scoop it out. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Okay. We're pureeing the squash until basically you want it nice and creamy and no chunks. So it's nice and frothy and creamy. I'm putting the olive oil and the butter in to mix, to melt in together in a hot pan. We're gonna grate the onion right into the butter and olive oil mixture. I keep the onions in the refrigerator, so when I do stuff like grating onion, it doesn't make you cry. Cold onions for some reason. At the same time, you want to add the thyme, because when you cook the thyme in the beginning, it brings out more of its flavor. We're going to add flour, and this is 3 tablespoons of flour. So just let that cook out a little bit. It's getting like golden, which is telling me that it's really cooked. And then I think we add the stock. You want to make sure you really whisk this because you don't want any lumps. Now, I'm going to put the squash in. Since becoming a mother, I have become notorious for sneaking vegetables into almost everything I make. You just want to let that heat through, start to bubble up a little bit. Let's put in the half and half. Now, that's delicious. Let's bring this up to a boil. You can see it around the edges, the little frothy bubbles. This is a great time to add your cheeses, the Romano and the cheddar. Salt to taste. And then you take the sauce and you pour it over. As it sits for longer periods of time, the sauce thickens. This is the butternut squash, macaroni, and cheese. And then you just serve it up. Ooh.